The last time we sat down with Prestige owners Jonathan Murray and Desiree Van Welsum, they were just leaving Annapolis on their way to sunny Palm Beach, Florida. Today, we catch up with them again to find out how their trip went.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good to see you.
Good to see
Good to
you.
be here.
So, welcome to Florida. Last time we were together, we were in the northern part of the Chesapeake Bay, just outside Annapolis, Maryland, on Synergy 3,
Yes.
your Prestige 550. You were heading down the bay with your bunnies and your other two companions.
Yep.
And so how'd it go? Tell me a little bit about it.
It was a fantastic trip. I wish it didn't end, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We had lovely scenery, overall really nice weather. We did 4 days offshore, a few days on the ICW, tried a lock, tried some bridges, and it was just a fantastic experience.
Remind us again just a little bit about how you broke the trip up.
So we went from Annapolis to Norfolk, Norfolk to Coin Job to Beaufort, North Carolina,
Right.
and then Beaufort to Bullhead Island.
And we're all
We did that on the ICW basically. So Norfolk to Coin Job to Beaufort to Bullhead was all done on the ICW.
Yeah, and you had never done that before,
Never
right?
done that. First,
you guys-
first experience.
Yeah.
Last time we spoke, you're relatively new at the whole boating game.
Yeah, about a year.
Yeah.
Year and a half, third boat.
Third boat.
Third boat in a year and a half.
Yeah.
And is it fair to say that you've kind of fallen in love with this lifestyle?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it gets better every day.
It gets better every day.
Try and do more and more of it.
And then we got
Spend more
to
time.
Bullhead Island. We did. The rest of the trip was offshore. So we did Bullhead Island to Charleston to Jekyll Island,
Right.
Jekyll Island to Port Canaveral, and then Port Canaveral to Palm Beach, where we have
Yeah.
So all in, how many days did you tell me you were out there?
8 days.
8 days.
8 days. It went by pretty quick though, I bet.
It went by so fast, like, oh no, now we're here, we're not going to be on the boat next week? What are we going to do? I'll miss it so much, and I do miss it a lot. The boat's just, it's just fantastic living on the boat.
Living on a boat is a lot of fun.
And if we were doing it again, I think we're doing the run, for instance, the run back, which we're planning to do mid-April time. If you're pushing it, which you don't need to, if you don't need to, you should enjoy the trip. But if you need to push it, you can probably do it in about 6 days.
But even so, it was very nice because we would leave at 8 or 9 in the morning, so we'd have time to take the dogs for a walk and have a little look in the town where we were. Arrive at maybe 3, 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Still have some daylight, clean the boat up, tidy everything up, and then go for a drink, go for dinner, and be ready for the next day, which is very nice. And it gave us a really nice opportunity to test the boat in different waters and in different settings. We had one day with very nasty water, ironically intracoastal.
Yeah. On the Albemarle Sound.
Yeah, so for about an hour and a half, that was a real good test of the boat. And we were very happy. She handled it really well.
Held together well.
Yeah.
No issues.
Let's talk a little bit about future plans because now you have the boat in Palm Beach.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're living in Washington, D.C. And I assume that you have a number of weekends and dates planned to fly directly into Palm Beach and stay on the boat and maybe doing some cruising around Florida.
So we're here
as much as we can.
We're here at Sea and Shore this weekend. We're going to drive back on Thursday, this coming Thursday.
Drive to Palm Beach.
Drive to Palm Beach. Then we'll sort of get the boat provisioned, get her set up. We've got friends coming down.
Get some turkey and ham for Christmas and New Year's.
And then we'll head out to the Bahamas, weather
allowing.
Weather permitting on the 21st or 22nd.
Okay, well, just before we leave, that sounds like a great plan, and I'm sure there's going to be many trips
It's
after
plan
this
A.
one.
There might be other.
There's always plan B and C that you have to fall back on. In terms of the boat, is there anything that kind of surprised you about the boat, bad or good?
Just the way she handled the ride was just fantastic.
That's great.
And even now, like we've tried different boats, and just now we went out on our boat, and we just love that boat.
It's hard to find. I mean, we came up through, the range on a different brand, and the largest boat we had, our former boat was 51 foot. The 550, of course, is 59 feet, so there's got the extra length, which always helps. But I think it's the ride on the 550 the lateral stability
Yep.
is unmatched in this class
And
of boat.
also the noise level is so
Yes.
low. We're able to have a conversation underway, even driving offshore.
Yeah.
We can have music on. We had the door open for much of the trip.
Yeah.
And even with the door open, you can still have a conversation. You don't need to raise your voice. It was just comfortable and very pleasant.
Well, you know, I've been with this company for a few years now, and we can never get enough of people like yourselves telling us what a good time you had on the boat, because you know we build nice boats, we get that, we got a lot of expertise, but it's really the feedback. At the end of the day, we want people to have a good time and know that they made a good choice and they're having a good time, and the boat's behaving well and keeping everybody safe and providing lots of
very,
a
very
boat-
happy with her.
boat like this where you're going to do long distance cruising, it's the confidence you have in the boat
Right.
at the end of the day.
Right.
And having done this trip, I have no problem whatsoever taking her offshore, being out of sight of land, just the confidence the boat instills
Furthest we
in
went
you.
out was 16 miles. I
Yeah,
think.
60 miles.
Definitely way beyond where you can still see land.
Right.
I felt
And
totally
so
comfortable.
I'm entirely comfortable with the trip out to the Bahamas at 65 miles point to point, right? So we'll see.
All right, so we'll catch up with you after.
Come and meet with us in the Bahamas.
We'll,
Yes.
Hey, done. Thanks so much, guys.
You're very
Good
welcome.
to see you.
See ya.
Great to see you as
Thank you.
always.
Perfect.